on to other questions. William Simmons, please. William Simmons.
With MPs set to vote on arming the Syrian rebels, will such an action only fuel further bloodshed?
MPs are set to vote on arming rebels in Syria. Will it only fuel further bloodshed?
I believe that the key to this, if we're going to do anything, we should have our eye fixed on where our interests lie. And where our interests lie, as the West's interests lie, is in neutralizing Iran. We have allowed Iran the time over many years through this farce of talking to people who cannot be talked to continue with its pursuit of a nuclear bomb with which it intends, it says, to commit genocide against Israel, a state which is declared for the last 25 years war against us. That is the problem. That is the problem, the defeatism of the British people against a clear threat to this country's interest. You are the problem.
I was with you. I was with you all the way. I was with you all the way until you said we've got to neutralise Iran, and then
You laugh. Neutralise Iran. The British audience laughs. How trivial of you. How incredibly ignorant of you. Do you not understand what a threat this country has to us? No, you don't.
All right.
Melanie,
Paranoia. Paranoia.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Who said paranoia? Because maybe you want to comment on maybe you enlarge on what you said, and then I come to Ed David. You don't want to speak? No.
Yes, I do.
You do. Go on then.
I agree with Melanie Phillips in that it is turning into a proxy war between America on one hand and Iran on the other. Excuse me. But I have to say as well, why does she always have to bring it back to Iran and we can't negotiate it with Iran and Israel?
Because it's the most dangerous.
It's very irrational.
How is it? Why is it irrational?
Why can we not deal with Iran?
Why is it irrational?
Where's your evidence that we cannot deal with Iran?
The evidence is, if you know
where's your evidence that Syria was
let her answer your question.
I'll tell you why it's not rational to think you can negotiate with Iran, because Iran is currently run by people who believe, as a matter of religious belief, that if they bring about the apocalypse, if they bring about literally the end of the world...
They have never said that. That's
Would you let me perhaps speak,
false.
Or is it entirely rational to stop somebody from speaking?
Sorry, go ahead.
They believe that if they bring about the apocalypse, they will bring to earth the Shia Messiah. That's the people you're dealing with.
Normally, really does not believe that.
All right,
I'm afraid you are split.
All right, the two of you can meet up afterwards. Hold on, Boris. I want to bring Ed David. Melanie Phillips said that the Prime Minister made a mess of the G8, in effect, by encouraging Obama to send forces into Syria.
Let me come to that, but I do just want to say your comments, Melanie, on Iran couldn't have been more poorly timed. There's just been an election in Iran. Here we have a new president of Iran, President Rouhani. If you read the Financial Times today, one of his advisors has written about wanting to make sure that we can reach out and telling the West, if we can reach out, there are ways that we can deal with the nuclear problem and the other tensions, and surely we should be doing that, and rather than some of the words we've just heard from Melanie.
The new president of Iran.
Okay. Yes, I'll take one point from you, the woman there waving her arm there.
With the new Iranian president, Mr. Rouhani, who has promised more nuclear transparency, don't you think the international community should demand the same thing from Israel?
Well, Boris Johnson.